What's up, guys? This is the main. Wait, no, that's the wrong intro. What's up, guys? This is your boy nunosox, and it's been too long. It's been too long. How have you been? How's life treating you? I hope well, but probably not because the world is kind of fucked. But anyway, doesn't matter. Let's forget about the problems. Go grab some sandwich, something to drink, preferably water, because anything else is bad for you. Maybe tea. You can have some tea, but anything else, it's a no-no. So yeah, here I am making some videos. And this video is interesting because it's a series of videos that I want to make, which I have to play the way old people used to play video games, which it may sound crazy, right? But old people, they had to go to other people's houses to play video games. I know it's crazy, but that's how we have to play here, when I live. Because playing online is... it's a no-no, and at the same time I don't have a console nor a computer that's good enough to play Tekken 7 nor Tekken 8, if you're wondering. So yeah, and yes, there's really good players here in Angola, which is where I'm from. If you don't know what that is, that's in Africa. This is also a history class. Good. Anyway, so what I wanted to do is play my friends, right? And I would go to their houses and ask them if I could play against them and record the video. They then upload the video to YouTube, which if I beat them, they're not gonna let me do that, most likely, now that I think about it. But that's probably not gonna happen. I'm ass right now, so yeah. It's been really long since I actually, had like I've been playing the game in and out, but not like before, like every day. Now it's like, I mean, not now, but before that, when I got here 6 years ago, it was like every 3 months or so I would play the game. So as you can tell, certain abilities that I had are gone. One of them that makes me really mad is the ability to, taunt and back four or something like that. A jet upper, I was capable of doing that in training mode, but not anymore. Which is funny. But anyway, even if I was in my prime, even though that's not really my prime because I can still get better, I will not have beaten most people here, because even when I got here, I was close to that state, to my full power. Let's call it that, full power. That sounds good. And some people will still beat me. Hopefully I can play against them and you can see what I mean by that. But not in this video, in future videos. Even though I know that Tekken 8 is right around the corner, some of them will, buy the game so I can play. I mean, what I really want is go to their houses and eat for free, not play the game. Playing the game is just an excuse to eat for free. But yeah, I digress. Even though I don't know what that means, I just seen people use that word, so I want to sound smart. Anyway, as you can tell, my English has gotten a little bit better, I think, or my way of talking. I don't know if you notice. I mean, you can only notice this if you have friends that speak multiple languages or you speak multiple languages. Is that your language, the language that you're speaking, will determine a little bit of your personality. In this case, I think it's because of YouTube or the internet. When I speak English, I become like an extrovert or something close to that, which is weird because I'm not like this. I can guarantee you that I'm not like this. I'm usually quiet. I'm the quiet kid in the room. I just stay there, listen to my music. I'm trolling you in my head, but I'm quiet, even though it doesn't sound like it. But anyway, as you can tell, I'm getting my ass whooped in this video and probably the other videos. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk the entire video because I cannot see the video, unfortunately, with the setup that I have, so I cannot really commentate the gameplay. By the way, I'm playing against my friend, which I forgot to introduce him. He's not here when I'm recording this, but I'm gonna leave his channel in the comments and in the description. I think description still exists, right? Because YouTube changed so much. You have no idea. Like, shorts exist. I was like, and then I'm looking at some of my videos. I'm like, this is a short. But the problem with the short is that it's recorded horizontally. No, wait. That's vertical. Wait, I'm confused. I'm not gonna Google that, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And before you think I'm an idiot, I am an idiot. It's just that it's not my main language, so keep that in mind. I confuse those two things, but you know what I mean, right? Anyway, one of the things that I want to talk about is something that happened to my friend here. This is actually funny. He plays a lot of characters, right? He plays Noctis, as you can see. He plays Shaheen, Miguel, who else? Lucky Chloe, but he abandoned that character even though that was his main. He also plays Armor King, Zafina, and Claudio. Did I mention Claudio? Yeah, he plays a lot of characters, right? And the nigga is good, right? He got better, but he has a problem with he gets nervous, like in tournaments and shit like that. He gets really nervous, and a lot of people, well, not really a lot of people, like 2 people or 3 people, they always complain when they play against him because they say things like, "Oh, you didn't win because of your own skills. You won because of your characters. If you didn't have that set of tools, you wouldn't have won." And my friend, you know what he does? He stops using that tool and he still beats their asses, and they still don't, they don't want to give him the props for beating them. As you can tell, he's very good. The next video that I have is also against him, because here we were like playing around and then we went to eat and then we came back, and that's the next video. So there is that. And yeah, this is something that I want to talk about because I find that interesting. Like, you are really good at the game. Of course, the characters that he's using don't require as much of the player as other characters. But the funny thing is that the characters that they also use, the ones that complain, they don't require that much from the players either. And not only that, it's that I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, or beat my ass if I'm wrong, but I think that most people that say things like that, they're not in a good level. Like, their mentality is not right. Like, the approach that they have about the game is corrupted. There's something wrong there. Like, it's close to a scrub mentality. Like, it's always the opponent's fault, right? It's because the opponent's character, it's because that tool, it's because of this, because of that. Like, the characters are not broken. I mean, it's not vanilla Leroy, right? It's not one of those, weird characters. But yeah, and people like that, to me, I usually don't take them seriously because, well, to me, just play the game and try to beat the person that you're trying to beat, regardless of anything. If you cannot beat them, right? Better. It means that I can go all out, and it feels good to me fighting against someone that I cannot beat. Because like I said before, I can go all out. I can use my full power. If you know what I mean. But I digress. Even though I don't know what that means, I just want to say it because I've heard people say that word. And I want it to sound smart too. So I apologize if I'm not. I never mind. Never mind. I don't know if I said this in the audio. Like, I'm talking for 10 minutes straight. And I cannot see the video, so I'm probably getting my ass whooped, like I said before. And one of the things that happen a lot is, like, obviously you get rusty when you don't play the game every day or practice every day. But in my case, it's strange. Like, the combos are there, right? But there's certain reactions are not there. Like, if my friend decides to just do lows, I will not duck them. It actually forced me to learn, you know, how to do like the Korean backdash, but with at the same time you do the Korean backdash, which I'm not good at. You input like the low parry. You input the low parry, and you know, like, it's useful. It works, but since I'm not doing it correctly, I get hit by a lot of random stuff that I shouldn't get hit by. But I guess it will go with practice, you know that. And other things are gone from my gameplay. I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't hit a single taunt here. I mean, I cannot do taunt jet upper, but I could still do taunt back 4 and the other shits. Like, in practice mode I can do it, but in a real match it becomes more difficult. Like, I have to practice again doing that, but like I said before, I don't have a console or anything like that, so I can only practice at their houses if they let me, which some do. And yeah, but yeah, during this time I think I finally understood how hard Brian is to play, because a lot of people, like, one of the things they say about Brian is that he is really slow, and I never understood that. Like, okay, you look at the frames and okay, his moves, like, he has a 10 frame move, a 12, a 13, a 14, a 15, and I'm like, what do you mean he's slow? Now I understand, and they were not wrong. Like, if you want to have access to the good tools, they take longer. Like, they're usually 15, 16 frames or higher. I don't know if you could hear that, but if you did, I apologize. And yeah, I struggled a lot in trying to overcome that. I think the right term that I'm looking for is that I hit the wall with Brian, but I have an idea in what I have to do, which is just get better, just get good, you know. But like, I hit the wall. Like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but depending on the character you're using, some characters require more of the player than others, right? Because some have an easier game plan to execute than others. And in Brian's case, his game plan is, I would say, is easy to execute for the most part, because it's about counter hits and the opponent has to press buttons. But if he does like pokes and doesn't attack randomly, doesn't like do things openly, I don't know if that makes sense, you rarely gonna get him in a counter hit. So you're gonna die for the most part. This is what my friend here does. I mean, he still gets counter hit it, but if he's using Claudio, for example, it's very, very rare that I could get a counter hit on him. It does happen because no one is perfect, but yeah. And yeah, actually I want to make a video about this because this is really interesting for me. Like the journey, you can see the journey of me learning Brian. I mean, yeah, you can see it in Tekken Revolution's videos, like from the beginning until the end. But I would say that in the end, I'm not very good neither. Mostly because there's a lot of things that I don't know. And in here, I still have a lot of things that I don't know, but the things that I have to focus, for example, looking at this gameplay right here, some things are missing is punishing, sidestepping, you know, playing small Tekken. Like, yeah. Because usually I rely a lot on back one with Brian, and that is dangerous because it's a big move, too many frames, it's very linear, my opponent can sidestep and shit, or they can just straight up counter hit me, which happens a lot in the next game. Yeah. So there's a lot of room for improvement. Hopefully in Tekken 8, when I get to play that, I would be able to do that. So until then, enjoy the rest of the gameplay because honestly I have nothing else to talk about. Like I have, but I want to keep it for the next video because yeah, watching me getting beat up is not fun without commentary. And some of them I would probably even like record live, but I doubt it because it's really difficult to do that. But who knows? Who knows? Until then, take care, my boy. I mean, I don't know why I say that. It's stuck in my head. I think it's a meme. Anyway, take care. See you on the next one. Deuces.
Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight. one. Fight.